Rooted in the New Jersey learning standards are two critical pieces of legislation. One is the Amistad Law, and the other is the Laura Wooten Law. Both of those are historic in context and in content. Amistad Law dictates or mandates that the contributions of individuals from the African diaspora is incorporated in all of education. It is incorporated in our science and in our history, in our literature, that it is taught not as an independent part of Black history, not just for February, but that the contributions of individuals from the African diaspora are dispersed throughout all of the learning standards. The Laura Wooten Law is another piece of legislation, New Jersey legislation, that mandates civic education, voter rights, civic engagement. And those two educational laws are critically important to why history and heritage are such big parts of Islay Walden. Without understanding history, or with looking at history as isolated incidents instead of a collection of human experiences, we shortchange our children. We shortchange education. We devalue what it means to be a democracy. We devalue what it means to be human. There is no Black history. There is no Native American history. There is no Jewish history. There is no European history. History is a collection of human experiences, all of the experiences that make America great, that make this a melting pot of all of the stories from the Asians, the Native Americans, all of those people who found their way to America and contributed tremendously to what this country is. So that is why history is so important to Islay Walden Education Alliance. Heritage is just a celebration of that history. Do we celebrate independently? Yes. Do we celebrate collectively? Of course. So without history, understanding who we are, appreciating and affirming and acknowledging the contributions of all who call themselves Americans and all who want to call themselves Americans. Again, we devalue democracy, when we neglect our history, our democracy, our citizenry, our education is strengthened when we affirm our diversity